What is next when work resumes on Paseo del Norte I-25 job here in Albuquerque, and what we can expect as far as closures. Now, here's a big one we do know about. Paseo del Norte, west to Jefferson, is set to be closed today and for the next 30 days. This mainly affects folks from the Heights who usually use Paseo to get to Jefferson. As you may know, work was suddenly postponed on the long holiday weekend. The Department of Transportation says sometime today it'll talk about more closures that'll be coming soon. Now, regardless of when the work does get going again, some businesses nearby are worried. They've seen a drop in business because of the closures, and they're worried because it's not going to change anytime soon. In fact, the owners here of an Italian restaurant in the marketplace at Journal Center off Jefferson say a recent email told them about the closure from westbound Paseo to Jefferson.
It was never a question of closing those exits for a whole month. They always said that they would do that after hours.
Well, again, that closure is starting today and will be all the time. Those folks say the construction has hurt their business because customers don't want to drive through the mess. You can stay updated with the latest on the closures and the construction. Go to KRQE.com to find more. Well, a designated driving service that aims to curb drunk driving here in New Mexico, where you know it's a huge problem, is launching in 4 other states now. A former Albuquerque police sergeant, Phil Baca, is one of the owners and founders of Designated Drivers on Demand. Here's how it works. People pay a monthly membership fee and they have access to a designated driver for them and their car 24/7.
People would drink, I used to take them to jail, now I take them home.
That's simple. It's $30 a month plus a driver's tip. Members say it's a small price to pay considering the potentially deadly consequences of drinking and driving. Last night was the first night of business in Tucson, Arizona. Next, this is set to expand to Las Vegas, Nevada, Sacramento, California, and New York. The owners say they hope the service will be available in 30 cities and 20 different states by the end of next year. You can learn more about the program and the company by heading to our website at krqe.com, clicking on links. Well, 2 homicides in Roswell in the past 3 weeks and 0 arrests. Now, a lot of people there are on edge. Police are not releasing many details in either case, but here's what we do know. A few weeks ago, police found Adelia Sanchez Montoya dead inside her home. Montoya's family says she was brutally killed in her bathtub. Then yesterday, police say they found Pablo Ibarra dead inside his home. This is the 2nd homicide in Roswell in the last 3 weeks. Police say they don't know who is behind the killings, and that has people concerned.
I just hope they find whoever it is, because who knows what else they'll do to somebody else.
Now, police have not released an official cause of death in either case. They also are not saying if these cases were random or if they are connected in any way. Well, a man is still in jail this morning after police say he stabbed and killed a father and snatched his child. Albuquerque police say yesterday the father was trying to get the child back from Michael Fox at this gas station in the northeast part of town. They say Fox was giving Kenneth Boyd, his girlfriend, and their child a ride home after a party. The child started crying, so Fox pulled over so the parents could get a bottle out of the trunk. But Fox drove off instead with the kids still in the car. After that, Fox agreed to leave the child at Circle K with another person. When the parents got there, police say Fox jumped Boyd and stabbed him. Detectives later found and arrested Fox. They say everyone involved was heavily intoxicated. The child is safe, but his father, Boyd, died at the hospital. Well, it's 5:34 now. We now know more about a man police say forced them to close down several streets in Albuquerque early yesterday morning. Eric Meckenbauer, 36, is accused of shooting a man in his right arm Sunday night. It happened near Louisiana and Oakland. It's just north of Alameda. That shooting led to a SWAT situation that kept neighbors on edge most of the night.
There was this shooting at that junkyard, a couple of months ago, and we never would have dreamed that. But now, I mean, this is insane. I would have never thought this.
In this case from early yesterday or late Sunday, Meckenbauer was barricaded inside a home just a few houses down from the shooting. SWAT, K-9 officers, and a helicopter were called in. Meckenbauer is now facing a number of charges. School leaders in Roswell say the punishment for a student accused of threatening one of the students who was shot earlier this year will be harsh. Brendo Middle School administrators say they learned of the threat on Thursday and quickly did something about it. In January, Nathaniel Tavares and Kendall Sanders were shot at school by another student, Mason Campbell. Chavez County Sheriff's deputies say an 8th grade boy who goes to that same school, Berendo, admitted to writing, quote, "I'll finish off Nathaniel on 9/2/14. That would be today on a bathroom wall. The superintendent says they're taking this threat very seriously.
The disciplinary action will be severe. It is not something that we will tolerate, not something we will put up with. It's a very unfortunate situation for Nathaniel.
Administrators say the boy who wrote it has been suspended, but the superintendent won't say for how long. The school shooter from January, Mason Campbell here, is serving an 8-year sentence at the Juvenile Detention Center here in Albuquerque. Well, a lost hiker is safe this morning after a search and rescue crew spent most of Labor Day looking for him. This started yesterday morning just after 11. Crews say other hikers found a backpack in Oso Pass in the Sandia Mountains with a note attached. The note said the owner had gone to look for falcons, but it was dated 2 days ago. That led hikers to call police. Search crews found the hiker they were looking for about 5:30 yesterday night.
We sent up 4 of our searchers. They went over to the South Peak area, found a subject in the area who was severely dehydrated, hadn't eaten for 2.5 days.
Crews airlifted the man they say was traveling across the country to a hospital after giving him something to eat. They say they think the man may have had a stroke. Authorities advise hikers to take more food and water than they think they'll need to help during emergencies just like this.